Good morning, students. Welcome back to Biology class, Chapter 9 Strategies for Enhancement in Food Production. With ever increasing population of the world, enhancement of food production is a major necessity. Biological principles as applied to animal husbandry and plant breeding have a major role in our efforts to increase food production. Animal husbandry and plant breeding. Several new techniques like embryo transfer technology, tissue culture techniques are going to play a big role in further enhancing food production. Now first we'll discuss about the animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the agricultural practice of breeding and raising livestock. As such, it is a vital skill for farmers and is much silent as it is an art. Animal husbandry deals with the care and breeding of livestock like buffaloes, cows, pigs, horses, cattle, sheep, camels, goats, etc. that are useful to human beings. It includes poultry farming and fisheries. Fisheries include rearing, catching, selling of fish. Since time immemorial, animals like honeybees, silkworm, prawns, crabs, fishes, birds, pigs, cattle, sheep and camels have been used by humans for products like milk, eggs, meat, wool, silk, honey, etc. It is estimated that more than 70% of the world livestock population is in India and China. However, it is surprising to note that the contribution to the world farm producers is only 25%. The productivity per unit is very low. Hence, in addition to conventional practices of animal breeding and care, new technologies also have to be applied to achieve improvement in quality and productivity. A professional approach to what have been traditional practices of farm management gives the much needed boost to our food production. Let us discuss some of the management procedures employed in various animal farm systems. First one, we will discuss the dairy farm management. Dairying is the management of animals for milk and its products for human consumption. In dairy farm management, we deal with the process and systems that increase yield and improve quality of milk. Milk yield is primarily dependent on the quality of breeds in the farm. So what are the farm management? What are the rules we have to follow? First one, selection of good breeds having high yielding potential under the climatic conditions of the particular area. Combined with the second point, resistance to the disease is very important. For the yield potential to be realized, the cattle have to be well looked after. They have to be housed well, should have adequate water and be maintained disease free. The feeding of cattle should be carried out in a scientific manner with a special emphasis on the quality and quantity of fodder. Besides, stinginess, cleanliness and hygiene both of the cattle and the handlers are of paramount importance while milking, storage and transport of the milk and its products. Nowadays, of course, much of these processes have become mechanized, which reduces chances of direct contact of the produce with the handler. Ensuring these stringent measures would would of course require regular inspections with the proper record keeping. It would also help to identify and rectify the problems as early as possible. Last point, regular visits by a veterinary doctor would be mandatory. You would probably find it interesting if you were to prepare a questionnaire on diverse aspects of dairy keeping and then follow it up with a visit to a dairy farm. Okay, so these are the following for the dairy farm management. Domestic animals for the milk and the milk meat. Now, second point, it is the poultry farm management. Poultry is the class of domesticated birds used for food for their eggs. They typically include chicken and ducks, sometimes turkey and geese. The word poultry is often used to refer to the meat of only these birds, but in a more general sense, it may refer to the meat of other birds too. Then the poultry farming, we have to follow the following things. First point, selection of disease-free and suitable breeds, proper and safe farm conditions, proper feed and water, and hygiene and health care are important components of poultry farm management. Okay, then some of them are, if it is not taken care, it will affect with some of the diseases. Then the second point, next we'll go for the, after the management, farm management, then we'll go for the animal breeding. Breeding of animals is an important aspect of animal husbandry. Animal breeding aims at increasing the yield of animals and improving the desirable qualities of the production. A group of animals related to descent and similar in most characters like general appearance, features, size, configuration, etc. are said to belong to a breed. Okay, there are improved breeding time. There are two types of breedings are there. First one, when breeding is between animals of the same breed is called inbreeding, while crosses between different breeds are called outbreeding. First, we will discuss about the inbreeding. Inbreeding refers to the mating of more closely related individuals within the same breed for 4 to 6 generations. The breeding strategy is as follows. Superior males and superior females of the same breed are identified and are mated in pairs. The progeny obtained from such matings are evaluated and superior males and females among them are identified for further mating. A superior female in the case of cattle is the cow or buffalo that produces more milk per lactation. On the other hand, a superior male is the bull which gives rise to a superior progeny as compared to those of other males. Okay, try to recollect the homozygous pure lines developed by Mendel that the chapter we studied already. A similar strategy is used for the developing pure lines in cattle as was used in the case of peas. Inbreeding increases homozygosity. Thus, inbreeding is necessary if we want to evolve a pure line in any animal. Inbreeding exposes harmful recessive genes that are eliminated by selection. It also helps in accumulation of superior genes and elimination of less desirable genes. Therefore, this approach where there is a selection at each step increases the productivity of inbreed population. However, continued inbreeding, especially close inbreeding, Usually, it reduces the fertility and even productivity. This is called inbreeding depression. Whenever this becomes a problem, selected animals of the breeding population should be mated with unrelated superior animals of the same breed. This usually helps restore fertility and yield. Okay, inbreeding will continue. It is increasing the homozygosity and also it is reduces the fertility and even productivity. That is called inbreeding depression. Then next point we'll see that one, what is outbreeding. Outbreeding is divided into three types: outcrossing, crossbreeding, and interspecific hybridization. Each one will go for that one. Outbreeding. Outbreeding is the breeding of the unrelated animals which may be between individuals of the same breed but having no common ancestors for 4 to 6 generations, or between different breeds or different species. Okay, outbreeding is very important. Next, outcrossing. This is the practice of mating of animals within the same breed but having no common ancestors on either side of their pedigree up to 4 to 6 generations. The offspring of such a mating is known as an outcross. It is the best breeding method for animals that are below average in productivity in milk production, growth rate in beef, cattle, etc. A single outcross often helps to overcome inbreeding depression. Next point, second point, crossbreeding. In this method, superior males of one breed are mated with superior females of another breed. Crossbreeding allows the desirable qualities of two different breeds to be combined. The progeny hybrid animals may themselves be used for commercial production. Alternatively, they may be subjected to some form of inbreeding and selection to develop new stable breeds that may be superior to the existing breeds. Many new animal breeds have been developed by this approach. One example, Hisardale is a new breed of sheep developed in Punjab by crossing Bikaneri Ewes and Merino rams. Example is important. Then the third point is in the outbreeding is interspecific hybridization. Two species are hybridizing. In this method, male and female animals of two different related species are mated. In some cases, the progeny may combine desirable features of both the parents and may be of considerable economic value. Male donkey and female horse are combined to form the mule. Okay, it is helping for the transportation in the mountain regions. Okay, these are the inbreeding and outbreeding points. Then now we have to discuss about what are the controlled breeding experiments. Okay, controlled breeding experiments are carried out using, there are two methods are there. The first one, it is controlling the breeding products. First one, artificial insemination. Okay, the semen is a male reproductive fluid collected from the male that is chosen as a parent and injected into the reproductive tract of the selected female by the breeder. The semen may be used immediately or can be frozen and used at a later date. It can also be transported in a frozen form to where the female is housed. In this way, desirable matings are carried. Artificial insemination helps us to overcome several problems of normal matings. Okay, that is the controlled experiments. First point, it is the artificial insemination. Second point, often the success rate of crossing mature male and female animals is fairly low even though artificial insemination is carried out. To improve chances of successful production of hybrids, other means are also used. Multiple ovulation and embryo transfer technology, MOET, M-O-E-T. Multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology is one such program for herd improvement, HERD, herd improvement. In this method, a cow is administered hormones with the follicle stimulating hormone to induce follicular maturation and superovulation instead of one egg, which they normally yield per cycle. They produce 6 to 8 eggs. The animal is either mated with an elite bull or artificially inseminated. The fertilized eggs at 8 to 32 cell stages are recovered non-surgically and transferred to surrogate mothers. The genetic mother is available for another round of superovulation. This technology has been demonstrated for cattle, sheep, rabbits, buffaloes, mares, etc. High milk yielding breeds of females and high quality lean meat with less lipid. Meat yielding bulls have been bred successfully to increase herd size in a short period of time. Thank you.